Coming to the possible modifications on ring E analogs, now we will see. Okay, this is the ring E in the morphine. So, what are the possible modification we can make it under structure activity path? So, simple ring E open analogs are less active. So if you open this dihydrofuran ring system, the activity will be reduced. That means this ring is open. Now here the ring is open with the retention of functionality OH. So this ether linkage is converted into OH group. Then the activity will be decreased. So the simple ring E open analogs are less active. So if you remove completely this ring with functionality such that the structure will be like this. Okay. So OH So what happens means when you remove this ring along with its functionality, there is a possibility of increase in activity such that complete ring E removed compounds are more active. If you remove this ring completely, so this type of no E ring analogs are highly analgesic. So for a better analgesic activity, it is suggested to remove ring E. This is about peripherally modified morphine, so ring E analog. So coming to the peripherally modified ring D analogs. Coming to the ring D, this is the 5-membered ring system. Okay, starting from here. So nitrogen, this is the ring D. So here the most important modification possible are we can change the nature of the alkyl group, this R group. So if you replace, generally this R is in morphine, R is equal to CH3. In morphine, R is equal to CH3. In morphine, R is equal to CH3. If you replace this R with hydrogen atom, so if you replace the R with the hydrogen atom, activity, the narcotic analgesic activity reduced by 1/8 of morphine. So if you replace the CH3 of the morphine with the hydrogen atom, there is a 1/8 reduction of narcotic analgesic activity. So it is not at all suggested to remove CH3. Not at all suggested to replace CH3 with the hydrogen. If you replace this CH3, or otherwise if the R is equal to alkyl group, larger alkyl group, there is a reduction in narcotic analgesic activity. So if you replace R by N, larger alkyl groups like C3H7, C4H10, etc. So the net result was decrease in narcotic analgesic activity. If you replace R with aryl alkyl group like this group, okay, aryl alkyl group, like the best example for this is N-phenyl ethyl normorphine. the significant increase in analgesic activity. There is an increase in narcotic analgesic activity. So if you replace a larger alkyl group in place of R, the result was decrease in there is an decrease in narcotic analgesic activity. But if you replace the same R group with aryl alkyl group, a group alkyl group along with this aromatic group, there is increase in narcotic analgesic activity. There is an increase in narcotic analgesic activity. For this, the example is N-phenylethyl, N-phenylethyl normorphin, N-phenylethyl normorphin. So if you introduce this group instead of R, there is an increase in narcotic analgesic activity. Okay. If you replace R with alkyl group like this, allyl group, particularly allyl group means CH2, CH, double bond, CH2. There is a double bond here is there. If you replace this R with this allyl group, the activity was reversed. So agonist become antagonists. Okay. So if you introduce this allyl group here in place of R, if you introduce an allyl group in place of R, the net result was the agonist activity become antagonist. Agonist becomes antagonist, so that there is an emergence of opioid antagonist activity. This is about possible outcome by introduction of allyl group at R position. So if we introduce at R with a methyl cyclopropyl or methyl cyclobutyl, what happens means there is an emergence of antagonist activity. So if you replace R with allyl group or methyl cyclopropyl group or methyl cyclobutyl group, the possible outcome was an emergence of antagonist activity. There is an emergence of antagonist activity. So in order to you wanted drugs with antagonist activity, the R must be with allyl group or methyl cyclobutyl or methyl cyclopropyl groups. It is suggested to make this modification to get antagonists. So again I am explaining. Okay. So coming to the ring E analogs, if the ring is open, the uptime analogs are less active. Ring open means this E ring on reduction it will opens. Okay, so on reduction it will becomes OH. Okay, so not reduction, some other by reaction. So if the ring is opened, the uptime analogs are less active than the morphine. So if you remove completely this ring with its functionality, there is an increase in narcotic analgesic activity. There is an increase in narcotic analgesic activity. So these are the two major possible modifications on ring E. Coming to the ring D modifications, most of the modification is on N group. Okay, this N group is very important for basic character. So the entire structure of the entire basicity of this morphine molecule or morphine analogs depends upon this nitrogen atom. Okay, so the activity is majorly we can modify by changing the nature of this R group. For the morphine, the R is equal to CH3. Ra is equal to CH3. If the CH3 is replaced with, or otherwise, if the R is an hydrogen atom, there is a reduction in narcotic analgesic activity. If R is an hydrogen atom, there is a reduction in narcotic analgesic activity. If the R is a larger alkyl group, if R is a larger alkyl group plus C3H7C4 is like that, there is a reduction in narcotic analgesic activity. There is a net result is decrease in narcotic analgesic activity. If the R is an aryl alkyl group, if an R is an aryl alkyl group, example is here. So alkyl group with aromatic group, there is an increase in narcotic analgesic activity. The example is phenylethyl normorphine. So this is coming to the next modification. If the R is an allyl group like this, and alkyl with double bonds, the possible outcome was the agonist activity becomes antagonist activity. So the entire activity will be changes. Agonists are which whenever agonists, we already discussed, agonists will produce narcotic activity. They will produce narcotic analgesic activity. Antagonist will suppress or removes narcotic analgesic activity. So both the activities of both these properties are entirely different. Agonist shows narcotic analgesic activity. The antagonist show anti-narcotic activity, narcotic analgesic activity, such that they will remove this narcotic agonist from the receptor. Antagonist will remove agonist from its receptors. Okay, so and also introduction of methyl cyclobutyl, or if an R is an methyl cyclopropyl or butyl group, the possible outcome was increase in antagonistic activity. So otherwise, the obtained drugs will, the obtained analogs are antagonist in nature. The examples are naltrexone, nalbuphine. So these are the possible modifications we can make it on ring D analogs. So coming to the next possible modifications, the peripherally modified analogs. So we can add a sixth ring. If you add a sixth ring between this 14th carbon and 16th carbon, the possible structure is like this. So we done an annihilation, adding a 6 ring across 6 and 14 ring of morphine. So if you add here we add an extra ring. So this is an extra ring, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this 6-membered ring, so I am again highlighting and adding on, or otherwise the adding of a ring is called as annihilation. An annihilation of a 6-membered ring by to 14th carbon and 6th carbon of this ring C, what happens means we will obtain a compounds. These are called as thiabine compounds, called as thiabine compounds. These are called as 6. If you add a 6-membered ring across 6 and 14 ring of morphine, the obtained drug molecule is called as this drug analogs are called as thiabines. Examples are these analogs are called as thiabines. The thiabines, the best example is petorphin. These have very high narcotic analgesic activity. So these are used to immobilize large animals like elephants. So these are used for to give anesthesia in animals like elephants. So if you add a ring to 14th and 6th carbon of this narcotic morphine, the outcome was there is an very high analgesic activity having analogs will be obtained. These high active analogs are called as thiabines. These thiazines are very high narcotically active. So example, etorphine. So this etorphine is generally used to immobilize large animals like elephants. So this cannot be used for human purpose. They are used in veterinary sciences. Okay. So last modifications possible we can make it on entire ring are if you introduce NH2 group at position at C2 means here you introduced an NH2 group. If you introduce an NH2 group, there is a decrease in narcotic analgesic activity. If you introduce an amine group here, NH2 group here, there is a result was reduction in narcotic analgesic activity. If at C1 means here, if you increase, if you introduce an halogen like chlorine, bromine, fluorine, etc. at position 1, there is a net result was decrease in narcotic analgesic activity. There is a net result was decrease in narcotic analgesic activity. So again, if you introduce OH group at C14 means here, if you introduce OH at C14, the net result was increase in a high increase in narcotic analgesic activity. So this morphine analogs with hydroxyl group at 14th position, the net result was increase in analgesic activity. So if you replace this OH with this OH at 6th position with CH3, the net result was increase in narcotic analgesic activity. The net result was increase in narcotic analgesic activity. So these are the possible modifications we can make it on this morphines. This is about the entire structure activity relationship of the morphine and morphine analogs. So this is about SAR. So with this we will complete the structure activity relationship of the narcotic analgesics. So a small topic is there. Okay. After that we will discuss about drug profiles. As per the syllabus, some drugs are prescribed in the syllabus. We have to discuss their structure and as well as their uses. Okay, so we will do it in next lecture. So coming to a small topic, narcotic agonists. So these narcotic agonists are the agents which also acts at opioid receptor. They also, the mechanism of action, coming to the mechanism of action of narcotic agonists. So in the classification, the narcotic analogs are classified into 3 classes. The narcotic agonist. First lecture we will discuss it already. In the classification of narcotic analgesics are classified into narcotic agonist, antagonist agents and narcotic antagonists. So we already discussed narcotic agonists. So in this lecture we will discuss about narcotic antagonists. Narcotic antagonists are the agents which used to counteract the effect of narcotic agonists. So that these narcotic antagonists are used to remove the effect of these agonists at the opioid receptors. So especially they counteract the depression of respiration. Majorly the morphine, on taking of morphine, the patient or the person will get respiratory depression with analgesia and some other effects. So in order to recover that patient from the respiratory depression, we need to give him an narcotic antagonists. So these narcotic antagonists are used to counteract the effect of narcotic agonists. Okay. They will prevent or abolish the excess respiratory depression. Okay. So So coming to the classification, they are classified into pure agonists. Their classification of this narcotic agents are classified into three classes. The first class is a pure antagonist. Second class is a partial agonist of nororphinyl type, and third category is partial agonist of morphine type. So this narcotic agonists are classified into three classes. The narcotic agonists are nothing but they are used to counteract the effect of narcotic agonists. They especially counteract the depression of the respiration caused by these agonists. Okay, so mechanism of action is competitors for the same receptors of agonists. They act at the kappa receptors or delta receptors. Okay, coming to the classification, they are classified into three classes: pure antagonists, partial agonists for nororphin type, and partial agonists of morphine type. The example for the pure agonists are the naloxone. Coming to the drug examples, naloxone. Next is naltrexone. So coming to the partial agonists for the nororphin type for the nororphin. Next is level orphan. Okay, and cyclojocaine. The third example for this class is cyclojocaine. So the example for this partial agonist of morphine type are propiram. Next step is profadol. Okay, these are the examples for these three classes. Example for the drug example for the pure agonists are the naloxone, naltrexone, and examples for this nororphin type antagonists, partial agonists are the nororphin, levonorphan, cyclojocaine, and partial agonists of morphine type are propiram, profadol. Okay, these are the classification of narcotic antagonists. Okay.